So hey there everybody, as always, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping in. My name is Rich, I'm the channel host, and normally we're talking about building our small and medium drone businesses. Now, if you spent any time on my channel at all, you know that we do some very customized deliverables for our clients, like the deliverable page that you're seeing right here. So this page was assembled utilizing WordPress, using a theme called Elementor, and then utilizing many different plugins that you can find for WordPress for doing these custom deliverables. We're not going to get into all that today. We do have a course on that. That course is over at ArizonaDroneClasses.com. We recently migrated our sales platform, so if you pop by ArizonaDroneClasses.com, you can check out previews of all of our courses. And one of the courses that's been very popular with folks lately is custom drone deliverable websites. And so what are we going to be talking about today? I just want to show you how quickly I can get a new page together for doing deliverables for a new client. So don't worry if you haven't worked with WordPress before. You might just find this interesting, seeing how things come together. And after we're done building things, we can also create templates, which helps streamline our process of getting information, actionable information to our clients. So here we are. We are on WordPress. I am logged into WordPress on my seeyourbuild.wpengine.com. This is one of my test platforms, but you're welcome to pop by. So I want to make a new custom web page using WordPress and Elementor. Let's get to it. So I won't drag things out, I promise you. So I'm going to add a new page under pages here, and let's just give it the date that we're doing here. So October 23rd. So maybe this was from a flight or something for our client, but we're starting to put together the front page already. By the way, just to let you know, this editor window here, the standard pages editor, has been around for, well, forever with WordPress. So what's really nice is we can do custom themes, plugins, extra tools, or we can go back to the basics of original WordPress and treating it more like a blog than a whole custom page layout platform. But so, all right, I've given the add a page. Over on the right-hand side, I am just going to go down to default template, and I'm going to go with Elementor full width. So we've already got Elementor added in. It's right over here. Here's the Elementor tools, and that works with the Hello Elementor as well. You can use any other themes you want to, and you can use the Elementor tools in those themes too. So that might be getting a little ahead of you, so I'll ratchet it back here. So all I did was add a page, and I added Elementor full width because that's what I want to work with. I'm going to go ahead and hit the publish button. Now I'm moving along quickly, and you can pause wherever you need to, but I don't want to belabor anything as we move along here. So I have published this, and you might notice right over here, edit with Elementor. Heck yeah. So I'm just going to go hit that, edit with the Elementor. And so now we're in the new stylized page builder. So we're not in that WordPress editor anymore. We're actually in the Elementor tool. And this is where we can start building things. So we've got some tools over on the left for our elements. We've got an area that you'll see fill in a little bit. We have previews for this. We can actually go back in time and undo things, mistakes that we've made as well. So this is a great platform. And once again, like I said, we're kind of moving along quickly. So that's going to be okay. The first thing I want to do is I'm not going to drag a widget or anything here. I'm going to go ahead and add, and let's see here. I want to add the full-sized one. So now we've got something going on. Over on the right-hand side, we now have what's called structure, and I've got a section, and that section has one column in it. So there we go. There's our first page building part. We have started the game off here. So what am I going to do next? Well, I can do a couple of things, but before we get into starting to drop things in here, I'm going to go get one more, and this one is going to have two columns here. So we've got our single column, and then we've got our two columns. So maybe in that second column right there, I hit the plus symbol. maybe I would like a text editor in there. So there we go. We've got a text editor as a placeholder right now. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to that add an element again, and we'll go ahead and put another text editor. These things are movable, so don't think we're stuck with this or anything. We're going to be able to add, subtract, move things around. And what you look at over on the left or on the right-hand side, we have first section and a second section. So the first section had that single column, and our second section here, let's open that up, has 2 columns. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So there we go. Let's make a cool header because everybody wants headers. I'm going to tell you right now, information is king on these types of websites, whether it's advertising your business or doing the deliverables for your customers. You've got to have words in there as well as pretty images or cool 3D models or anything like that. So, while we're laying things out, keep in mind, while we want it to be aesthetically pleasing, we also want it to be highly informational and something that's going to be of value to our customers when we give them their deliverables. So I'm going to go back now to section number 1. We're going to do a couple things. We've got these weird pink boxes here, right? If I click in the center of this one, it brings me to my edit section. So we've got layout, we've got style, we've got advanced. Let's do something here. Before I do anything with layout, or actually I'm going to go from boxed to full width because I want that all the way across. But let's go over to style for a moment, because one of the cool things is how easy it is to embed things in the background now. Whether it's slideshows, single images, videos, all of these things can be embedded into these types of pages now. So sorry if I'm going a little too fast, but I don't want to bore you, and I want to make sure that you come away understanding how we do some of the development for our clients. So in the background, I want to give my clients something cool for their site. So I'm just going with the classic, and I'm going to add an image in here. So let's just pick the fake sky one right here, do a select, and take a look at this. We now have this little weird bar here, which is that image, our background image here. And we can do more with it. If we look over on the left-hand side, we'll see that we chose that image, and then we've got the image resolution to full. We're gonna play with the other items just in a moment. Let's go back to layout. So now I'm in layout, and let's see, the content is full width, columns gaps default. Let's see about the height, and I'm going to do a minimum height that I want. And look at that, it has now opened that area up. So now we've got more of the image, and what I have personally found for these types of layouts, this is just my preference. You could have very skinny headers, or you could have really beefy ones like I'm doing here. And I'm just going to set this, let's just set it to 700 because that's where I usually like to put things. So in just a couple of minutes time, we created a top column with an image background. We created a second section that has 2 columns with text boxes for the moment. That can be changed pretty quickly. So far, starting to get stylized. Oh, before we do anything else, let's hit that publish button there. And now I want to go take a look at the changes. So it's going to pop up a new box for me. And this is fantastic, but I'm seeing one problem over here on the right, which we will get fixed. And it's just something I noticed. All right. So what we want to do here, we were at the layout, we did that minimum height, and then we've got the column position. I think middle will actually do well for it. And let's see here, our vertical alignment, space evenly, top, middle, bottom. Let's go with middle here. And, let's go, we did that minimum height there, and we did that. So let's go over to style now. And this is where we can change some things around. So our position here, I would like to put to center. There we go. It's moved that down. Just very simple, very easy. Attachment, we're going to leave that as fixed, not scrollable. And then repeat. Do we want the image to repeat? My answer is no, so no repeat. And then we're going to go with auto or cover. I'm going to go with cover, and you saw that probably move just a bit. I'm going to hit publish again, And let's go take a look at that viewer, and everything looks good over on the side now. Before, the thing that I had noticed was another image was sliding through in here, and I did not want that at all, so I wanted to hide that away. I'm going to close this one. Here we are back. So now we've got that header the way we want it, but we might have to spend a little time on other devices. What do I mean by that? Well, look up at the top. Right now we're working in desktop. We could be working in the tablet portrait or in our cell phones to see what happens. All right, so when I go to the cell phone view here, I might want to change this a little bit, and I can shrink this up or shrink this down if I want to. So there are some other options right after that. See, this is taking up the whole screen area here, so we definitely might want to play with that. We're not going to toy around with that too much here right now because we're just getting a really quick layout here. So by the way, we still have this bar in here, our column, that I didn't add anything to. So I just hit the little plus button here, and I'm going to go over to headings, and I'm just going to put a nice heading in here. So there we go. We've got a ugly blue heading, H2. Let's make that H1 so it's a little larger. And we can add our heading text here. Quick deliverable website for client. All right, I still like to also regularly publish to keep up with things. And so I'm not so keen on the blue color here. So that was our content. Oh, by the way, you could link that elsewhere. So let's go over to style really quickly. And first off, alignment, I want that centered. And we also see the little button right here. We could do desktop, or we could do the tablet, or we could do, this is a little too much, so we might want to play with the sizing of that afterward. But like I said, this is a quick build. We're not doing the whole thing together. Under typography, we can change all of the fonts and sizes that we want. And let's go ahead and close that. What I want to get down to, because the blue is really upsetting me. So let's go ahead to white text there. That looks better to me. And then we can do a little text shadow. So a little blur here, and then a little horizontal shadow. I'm not doing this heavy-handed. So, and by the way, we can change the size of this font as well. So under our typography, we've got this as, let's see, Roboto. Maybe I want, let's go back to that. So maybe I'm looking for, I keep clicking down is what I'm doing here. So we could select, instead of Roboto, maybe Lato. That's another one that a lot of people seem to like. Let's go ahead, click quick deliverable. It's a little sharper. And then let's see here. Let's get ourselves out of that one. So we've got 600 semi-bold, maybe 800. So we're making this a little larger now. That's starting to look good to me. And maybe even the 900 black. So that's under the style, and that is using one of the text, the text headings. So here we go. We've already laid out, we've got a nice top bar. Everybody likes their top bars, like I said before. And we can start moving along to, let's go to this next section. And under that next section, I was noticing that these were squeezed in. So here we are, boxed again. I'm going to go to full width for these. And we can do a lot more in this as well. We could write up a bunch of stuff here, but maybe over here, we could put something new and different in this text editor. So we could take the text editor away, put something else in it. Let's go take a look really quick. And maybe one of the things, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that text editor. And I'm just right clicking and deleting. So we've got that open text editor again, but we could pull a YouTube video over, or, one of our YouTube videos. Let's just go to YouTube really quick. And let's go ahead to my studio. And let's go to our content. I'm going to take a look in here, and I am going to copy. Where do we have? There's the video link right there. So copy link address. Let's get back into here again up. There we go. And we could put one of our own videos in here. Or maybe you've made a video for your client that you've posted on YouTube, or maybe you made a video that's in Dropbox or Google Drive. There are tools to let you access those, access your videos. So this is where we could start building our deliverables. We could pretend that this right here is a deliverable that, that the clients get. And like our main site, See My Build, you can see right here. So we've got an explanation, and then we've got a couple of custom videos for the clients. We've got before and after sliders. We've got 3D models. So very quick, very easy. We can start laying these out. So maybe this is all we wanted, or you know what else? Maybe right above that, let's grab another text heading. Oh, and there we go. I didn't save those changes. So that was my bad, but what I can do here is we're just going to go ahead and delete that one. And we're going to steal, let me see here. So that is our heading. And I'm going to duplicate that and drag it down. Let's see here. We'll do that over that text editor. There we go. So now, kind of lost now because of the difference in the color, right? So we could go back and fix that, or we could put that blue one in there, because let's go ahead, delete it real fast, go grab that new heading, call it Rich's mistake, and that could be some other title. Should be video title. There you go. So now we've got that really nice, beautiful front top. We come in and we start seeing all of the client stuff. I can then go into here again. We could drag some more widgets in if we wanted to. Maybe this time we want 3, maybe not so much. Maybe we'll go with 2 again. And I am just stealing, just copy pasting. And let's see here. What would we like to put in here? We'll do another text editor. And there we go. So, oh, by the way, this squished up. So let's fix that from boxed to full width. So there we go, all the way across. And one of the next things that we could do, we could actually pop in other items for the deliverables. So let's go ahead and do that. Go into Sketchfab real quick. And my models. And let's see here, we just made this one, Serenity model number 1. And so this is completely outside of the web builder, by the way. I'm now going out to Sketchfab, one of the presentation websites that we can utilize here. And I just wanted you to see how quickly we can start getting these. So don't worry about the Sketchfab part. I'm just embedding it and copying it to clipboard, running back over here. And let's get a text box. And let's go ahead and delete it over here. And I'm going to put that code in. All right, let's hit publish really fast. All right, we had a bit of a hiccup, so I had to stop things for a moment. I was trying to put the 3D model into here, but I ran into a small problem, and I'm still not sure what that problem is. So I now have that empty container. We're going to put something else in here, and then we'll try to play with the 3D model one more time. But one of the other nice things, we can do custom images and, you know, have images stored inside. I'm going to close the Pro version of this. But we also have an image box, we've got a image carousel, a basic gallery. Let's go ahead and drag that carousel on into that column over there. And let me see, so now we have the carousel area. And if we look over on the left-hand side, once again, we're moving along pretty quickly. I'm gonna add some images. Let's get that one, get that one. I like that one too. And let's see over here. Let's get another close to sunset and one more. So I'm going down to the bottom, create a gallery. And there we go, bottom right-hand corner where I am right now. I'm inserting the gallery. And so now we can actually see the gallery. It's a carousel, thumbnails right now. We could show, let's see here, how many to show up front. I'll pick 4 there, so it's putting them closer together. And you can play over here in the left-hand column all you want with that image carousel. I'm going to hit the publish button. And so that is published. So let's get a preview of it once again. So here we go. This did not take long. I had a couple of hiccups, so I was trying to be speedy. And now what we're looking at, Rich's mistake here, some more text, a place to actually put our videos for our clients. We can embed 360 models. We can embed 3D models. We can embed different types of slideshows. We can embed video as well, and all pretty simple. So we've started getting a real layout here that might look familiar on some of the other pages we do for our clients. But we're going to be doing several new pages because we have several new projects ongoing. So I'm going to be doing a lot of page building, and since I was in the page building mood, I thought I'd share this with you. Now, we're not going to go any further with this here. I'm going to close this one up. So let's say you were happy with this after it's all said and done. One of the really cool things you can do up in that upper right-hand corner is save as a template. So once you get your layout done, you like it, you found what you want it to be, you can save the template and you can reuse that on page after page after page. You can also share your templates as well. So if you've created a really stunning front end for your website or something and you want to share that with folks, you absolutely can. So once again, this is with WordPress and Elementor is what we used here. And I'm going to just close that one, sorry. So WordPress, Elementor, and then some of the plugins that go along with them, and then our external media that we are sharing with the clients. Keep in mind, not all of our clients can be on site all the time overseeing construction. So one of the big bonuses to them when we do these types of deliverables for them is they can be anywhere in the country or in the world and see the changes that are going on their construction job sites. So it's a great way to do the deliverables, and I hope this gives you some ideas. By the way, once again, you can pop over to our class site at arizonadroneclasses.com, and you can actually check out all of our classes, and we do have free previews on each of the courses. So it gives you an idea of what you're getting into. And we do have that full course on our custom drone deliverables for our clients, built with WordPress and Elementor as well. Well, I hope this was interesting and informative to you, and I hope it didn't go too fast, too slow, or way over your head. Let me know if you want to see more of these types of videos that are combining our web and online skills with our drone work and putting them together for some amazing deliverables for our clients. See y'all again real soon.